Is it me or is rap music just getting weird?
Yeah, back in the route with this smooth position to flow. Ticky squeeze for show like it's 94, so fuck your style. I'm ripping these beats wild, I'm making it with the pen like a lightning bolt striker through the wind. Like ever gon' represent what is so hesitating. Has in my pocket what is that is linked. And I'll sing it again, trying to stack money to the sin and the scene. See the enemy's grin, sock 'em in the chin. But I'm all about peace, unless you fuck with me, then you gonna see possibly the most ruthless motherfucker to rock a screen. No conspiracy, you don't be doing me. Argue deep, but you don't listen. Wrestling with the flow, I'm back with the composition. I give you with the presence of greatness. You listen, fuck this industry, thinking the mouth is division. So what you want? What you want for this life? You better strive, better look to the skies, get up and rise. Yeah. On a mission for greatness. On a mission for greatness. Yeah. Let it ride out. Wheels turning, life learning, keep burning. That's for certain. Flagging down the fire, but we feeling so good. I'm cool, surface open, you see what's good. What's good? Yeah. What's good? Wheels turning, life learning, keep burning. That's for certain. Flagging down the fire, but we feeling so good. I'm cool, surface open, you see what's good. What's good? Yeah. What's good? Wheels turning, life learning, keep burning. That's for certain. Flagging down the fire, but we feeling so good. I'm cool, surface open, you see what's good. Yeah. What's next? The concept will stay fresh. To end off or pretend, demolish the enemy with pen. The only weapon I went equipped and intercepted. I was fucking your bitch with protection, the ever essence. Manifesting these blessings. Then I sick of my future, the work next to the temple forever. Man, the hooter. Fuck that thing again. Never using common sense. Very particular with the shit that I write. Is written words. Speaking with your mentality so high. So take a step back, you don't wanna miss that. Tryna stack, but then for the crumbs on the get back. Tryna relax it and act with facts. But these motherfuckers niggas so I realize all the many raps. So I just take it in stride and let the rest fall behind. Your bitches secret decide if you guys wanna die. So put your reason to hide, compilation for a genocide. So close your eyes to the needy part of the world. So this moment to target up on my back. Yeah. What's next? The concept is taking fresh. What's next? The concept is taking fresh. The end off will pretend. Wheels turning, life learning, keep burning. That's for certain. Flagging down the fire, but we feeling so good. I'm cool, surface up, and you see what's good. What's good? Yeah. What's good? Wheels turning, life learning, keep burning. That's for certain. Flagging down the fire, but we feeling so good. I'm cool, surface up, and you see what's good. What's good? Yeah. What's good? Wheels turning, life learning, keep burning. That's for certain. Flagging down the fire, but we feeling so good. I'm cool, so what's up, and you see what's good.
Do it. You know what it is. Oside Lens in the building. Aaron the poet. He's the truth. Y'all know what it is. Vista, North County, all day. Come on. Yeah. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the KK Podcast brought to you by KK Labs. Today we have a BIAP episode coming to you live from the beautiful city of Oceanside. My name is Victor V, joined by my brothers and co-host Louis Lope, Mr. Bruce,
Yep.
and we got no producer, so Piccolo isn't here. He actually hasn't been here in a couple of weeks, so
Where the fuck are you, Piccolo?
hope you're all
I've
right,
seen
brother.
him.
Yeah, I've seen him too, but I just haven't seen him in the studio.
No, I don't care where you've seen him.
I've
Has
seen
he
him in
been
the
here?
studio.
Nah,
Yeah.
that doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Yeah, well, hope everybody is doing well out there. Again, we do have a BIAP episode ready for you guys. Might be a little bit shorter than usual, but we'll see where this leads. Guys, how you been?
I've been good, man. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. 4th of July weekend. It was pretty cool. The heat is finally here. I think now it's here to stay.
So it wasn't that cool.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Well, I mean, it wasn't hot.
It wasn't that hot.
Nah, I don't think it was hot, bro. I mean, we're not like in Hemet or something like that, you know?
That's true. Hitting the 90s.
Yeah, because out here it was chilling.
No, it was pretty hot for me, man. But it was cool, man. What about you guys? What you guys do this weekend?
It was good, like you said, 4th of July weekend, so definitely got to see the fireworks on Friday. Felt like the weekend kind of flew by, dude, to be honest. But San Marcos was cool, man. That's where I got to see the fireworks. I forget what the hell the park name is, but it was definitely a good display of fireworks. And then the rest of the weekend just kind of kept to myself and try to enjoy it as best as possible before having to go to work. So, pretty good weekend.
Nice. What about you, Bruce?
Went to see Los Tucanes yesterday night at Del Mar Fair on the last day.
Hey, how was
Nice.
That shit was lit.
that? Yeah.
She was lit. They did La Chona twice. Yeah, and they weren't holding back on the corridos either.
Good.
Yeah, I'd rather see them than Los Tigres right now.
Why?
Los Tigres, the singer, when they made that statement saying that they will no longer be performing the corridos.
Los
Do it.
Tigres said that?
Yeah, they said that like
Yeah.
about a month ago, I think. Maybe a little bit more than that.
Well, but see the difference, and no disrespect to like Los Tucanes, but like Los Tigres have a much bigger catalog than Los Tucanes, where they could get rid of all their corridos and still do like a killer fucking set with people singing all the songs. But someone like Los Tucanes or someone like a Bill Orr, I could see how that would be like, fuck it, we still got to say this shit, you know?
I agree, but that's not the reason why they're doing that.
No, but what I mean is like, wait,
I
what
know
is the reason?
I know what you mean. They're doing it due to these political reasons that are happening right now.
Oh. I
And
guess.
they were in the forefront back then with Mexico. Even like their biggest album was Corridos.
Yeah.
Like,
What is it?
You already know what it is. You already know what the fuck I'm saying. But that's the point, though. They went ahead and turned back on that.
Yeah, I mean, they're old.
And
So
that's
are
what it
the
is.
other fools.
That's what it is. They're old, bro. They're still good. Both of them were pretty good.
Yeah, I never said they weren't good. I just said I'd rather see Los Tucanes than Los Tigres for that reason.
Yeah, hands down. If I'm gonna pay for one of them, it'll probably end up being the Tucanes. Yeah.
Nah, I would do it for Los Tigres for sure. I'm more familiar with Los Tigres than Los Tucanes, to be honest. Like, I know like a few songs from Los Tucanes, probably like 6 or 7 of them. And then after, I'm not really familiar with their catalog. But that's a little bit of bias because, like, I grew up listening to Los Tigres and my mom was like a huge fan of them. So I kind of know more songs from them.
Nah, I feel you. My dad was a Los Tucanes fan.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So that was cool, That was the first time seeing them in person, so that shit was sick. One fight broke out, and I think I saw my tia and my prima, like on the TV screen when they were like showing the fans. I was like, what the fuck? Is that my cousin? Got better seats than me.
Did you ask him if that was them?
Nah, I haven't yet.
Should have.
I'm asking in person. I like the live reaction instead of the text,
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
It was cool, man. Got there like really last minute. We really got into the stands right when the openers were done.
Who were the openers?
I don't even know, bro. I missed them.
Yeah, they don't matter at that point, dude.
But getting there was a hassle, and then the parking, which people were directing traffic, so that was a plus. Cause
No, the fair got their shit on lockdown, bro. They already know how to run all that.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yeah.
fuck, man.
And it's kind of cool that you went like the very last day of the fair. That's usually when it's like the most packed anyway.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, good as experience, man. And then before that, I worked on 4th of July. So I just kicked it, basically. And then Saturday, ran errands, Man. So it was cool. Try to stay cool, of course. But we have the ocean breeze out here, so we're doing just fine,
Just open up all them windows.
right?
Let it do its thing. Shit, man, that's cool, man. That's dope.
What
Glad
about
you
you?
guys had a good weekend.
What about you, Louis?
I worked Saturday. Friday we did a quick performance at Rosewood. It was initially supposed to be at Toasted, but the plans got switched up. And it's crazy, man. We did 3 different shows this past week, from 4th of July Friday to the Friday before that.
You guys did.
Yeah, we performed twice at Rosewood, both Fridays, and then Monday and Friday. We performed twice at Rosewood, which is awesome. The Friday before that, we did it with lived experiences
Open
at
house.
their community center, which we had Lalo on last week for that. So check that out. It was cool, man. It's been pretty cool, but that with like the cooking classes I teach, my voice it's kind of hurting a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but besides that, man, it's been pretty fun. It's been cool. Worked on Saturday. Then I
Yeah.
was off Sunday, which is fucking rare. You know what I did?
You watched that soccer game.
I did watch that soccer game. Yeah, we were at my aunt's house because we were celebrating my tio Tonio's birthday early. Had some tacos, watched the game, and that was it, man. I didn't do shit after that or before that. It was cool.
Yeah. So big shout out to Lived Experiences once again. They did just do their grand opening for their community center, which is pretty cool, man. They're doing badass things for the community as they always do.
Yeah, man, and it's crazy. I've said it before, and like just the growth they've had in like the last 7 years. They pretty much started around the same time we started the podcast. To be honest, I think, and just watching them have their own place in Deep Valley is awesome, and I can't wait to see like what other services they get for the community. They have a lot of things in the works, so be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be interesting. They know what they're gonna do, man, and it's gonna happen one way or another.
I can't wait to see what the collaborations are gonna be like coming out from that place.
Yeah, man. Once they get settled in, because they're still pretty young and having their spot open, and things only been open like a month or two, I believe. But they just had their actual grand opening that Friday. Once they get all that stuff going, it's gonna be awesome. Once that ball definitely gets rolling, it's gonna be very interesting to see what services, and programs they bring up for the community. 'Cause right now they have, I think they're doing like free Zumba classes. They have.
Your kids boxing classes.
They're going to be having that soon as well. They're still doing their food distribution. They're setting up their washers and their dryers for the community to do their laundry there. There might be some other things in the works, but I don't know how far along they are in that process, so I can't really speak on it yet.
And also, if you're in need of diapers, you can also pick them up at that location as well.
Need
It's a resource
diapers,
center.
Yep. Same thing with the food. Like I said, they have food distribution there. They have a small room there with all the food. Just stop by, man. Talk to Oscarino or Lalo. They'll take care of you guys.
Yep. And if you have somebody in mind that does need the resources right now, go ahead and point them in the right direction.
Or if you just want to go volunteer and help out your community, Lived Experiences is a very good way to do that and to give an extra hand for the people out there.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure if you talk to Oscarino or Lalo, they might even hook you up with volunteer hours. You never know.
Yeah.
Shit, I mean, back when I was like a teenager and I had to do like community service for truancy, like I picked a Reach that was down the street right over there at the
Nice.
Vista Clinic.
I had to when I needed to do community hours for community service for I don't know what it was for. I don't remember, but I was working with the I did the hours at the Salmonese Ray Mission.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
With some guys that my dad knew, and they were the people that took care of
The land.
the grass, the landscapers and stuff. And dude, it was cool because it was one of the first instances when I've seen like I think like he was a priest if I remember correctly, but he'd just be joking and clowning with the people. Like like normal people, dog. Like you'd be like, dude, that's the priest. Like, you know, start fucking like, you know. But they just, oh man, it was cool. It was dope.
It wasn't that serious, you know.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Say it's always cool to see someone like that, like outside of that role, and like just be like more human, if that makes sense.
I get you.
Some of those jokes, man, I heard them. I was like, well, what? Like,
The same thing for me. The guy that was in charge of the Reach program at that time, his name was Jason, and he was a pastor too.
Nice.
Yeah, so you know, he'd be doing his services like every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he wasn't doing like the volunteer work and the other things he does. You know, dope dude.
Jason, that sounds familiar. Being a pastor.
The last time I saw him I saw him with the photo with Jimmy when Jimmy was working at the women's shelter right there in Vista. Like I saw a picture of him volunteering. Like, ah, shit, sick. He's still around.
Yeah, there's a guy I think I follow on Facebook or Instagram. I'm not sure which one, and his name is Jason, and he also does like, you know, he's I think he's a pastor, so it might be the same guy.
Maybe.
May just be the same guy.
Shit, I don't know, man. I have to find out. The world may never know.
I don't know.
Yeah. But big old shout out to everybody on the YouTube and on the Instagram. Once again, this is a BIAP episode, and we haven't really heard too many news, so it's gonna be hard to like update. But a lot of cool stuff. I mean, you just heard it right here. Fair's over, so you don't have to worry about Del Mar traffic. Latest update.
That's crazy, huh?
Dude, I'm so glad that's not I'm so glad the traffic, the Del Mar traffic is gone, man. Because every time I be going to work, I take the 5, and then just seeing over that bridge going towards Riverside High School, you see the freeway, and you're just like, fuck. Just all the cars backed way the fuck up.
Yeah, man. That lane is crazy, huh? Just getting in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then once you go past the set, like the ramp to the 78, then it kind of like opens up a bit.
Yeah.
And then I think it like slows down. Like, yeah, once you start getting close to Del Mar. Which I got lucky because I work off of La Costa, so you still have like a whole city before Del Mar, so it wasn't like too crazy. But
Yeah, you still got all of Encinitas,
Yeah.
so it's not terrible.
but I know most of those people were going to Del Mar, those bastards. Or
Taking the back way. The scenic route.
Yeah, I would go through Coast Highway for sure.
Oh, that's the best part over there, dude. Like near what is it, like Cassidy Beach or something? Yeah, it's nice over there.
Shit, all the coast over there. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coast Highway.
And see, and that's a beautiful part about our summer too, dude. Now that we're like fully in summer mode, like all those beaches are gonna start getting packed. I mean, the 4th of July just happened, so like all the visitors are basically gone. Now is local time, dude. And I mean, it's still not necessarily hot. You already know it's gonna be August and September that gets really hot. So enjoy the nice little 70-degree weather that we got going on the next couple of weeks. Because it will get hot, dude. You're not even gonna be able to go to sleep.
Yeah, man. I hope people fix their ACs in their cars.
For real.
Real.
I need
Man.
to fix mine.
Oh, you do? You just need to refill it, right?
Yeah, I just need to refill it.
Yeah.
Because, well, I'm not really sure because the homie checked it, and he said that the pressure was off. But my brother is saying that he was probably using like a hand pump kind of thing, as opposed to like an actual machine, because it was working perfectly before that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. That's when I give it to people that know what they're doing, and they're like, "Here, bro, you figure it out."
Right.
Tire changes, oil change, I could do that. Everything after that, you need a real man for, you know.
Shit, I need a garage.
For real.
That's really one thing is like, you know, when you live in apartments and most of them don't have garages, like shit, you really don't have like the resource to do the work yourself or like, you know, go to YouTube University and learn that shit.
Yeah.
Because if you go on a public street, they'll go ahead and ticket you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's the
I've
crazy
had that
part.
happen before.
Yeah. Fucking, I went to that anime expo and at the Escondido Mall. Was it Culture? Yeah, it's like that section in Escondido Mall on the 3rd floor is like, it's called their Culture Expo. It's like different vendors and shit, but mostly all anime.
Yeah.
At the mall?
At the mall, at the Escondido Mall.
Oh, that's dope.
Because you know how we have the Ninja Exchange
Yeah.
over here in Carlsbad Mall? Yeah. Escondido, they have Culture. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, sick, bro. I mean, that's where that's when I had the Super Nintendo issue. We went over here, but the original location was over there. So we checked. So we went ahead and talked with the guy, and then we just got another like Super Nintendo in exchange, and it worked moving forward. But they also had like a bunch of more fucking inventory over there too. That I didn't even noticed that they don't have over here, and it's like video games for me. Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo. I even saw the Sega Genesis one, the one where you put the cartridge and also the CDs too, like the combo.
Well, that's the Dreamcast, right?
Nah,
No, it's not the Dream.
that's Sega Genesis.
I don't think it's the Sega Genesis.
No,
it's
not Genesis.
fuck, I forgot what it was called. I don't know. Just ask Google.
Let's ask Google.
Wait, so you're saying that you bought a Nintendo from this guy, it didn't work, so you had to exchange it?
Yeah.
Oh, at least he gave you a warranty, man. So that's what's up.
Yeah,
Good
it
on
was
them.
straight, So I would recommend them, It'd be cool. And then, and then that one looks like, that's Sega.
Which one is it? Oh, it's the Sega Genesis 2.
Okay. I didn't even know there was such a thing. I've only known the Genesis to just have the cartridge.
Yeah, no, it's a different model. It's a
Yeah,
thing
that's what I mean.
They,
So that shit was sick because I don't see those too often, as we're talking about it now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
was-
buy it.
yeah, I was watching a video where they were showing like, I think it was it the Game Boy?
Oh,
It
which
was-
one?
It was just like the old school Game Boy. I don't know if it was the Game
Before
Boy
Game Boy
Color,
Color?
or the normal Game Boy, but they showed you like all the attachments that they had for it. Like I didn't know it was a thing. Like they had like the kind of like the 64 where they had like the Rumble Pack.
Mhm.
They had something similar to that. Then they had another attachment that you could connect to the Game Boy to make your screen look bigger, like a big magnifying glass.
Yep.
Then they had the lights so you could see the screen, and then they had like some other shit. They had like another attachment where you could connect it to like have different controllers on it.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was crazy, man. I didn't know all that existed.
We weren't in that price range, my boy.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's how Nintendo made a lot of their side money, bro. It was through those type of accessories, and now, I mean, now that they developed it and fine tuned it so much, they're like, that's what the Nintendo Switch is. It's basically a fucking Game Boy, but that you could also play in your big ass TV. So, yeah, Nintendo's come a long way, dude. And if you guys want to invest in Nintendo, I mean, they split their stock, so it's a little bit more affordable right now, but it's still coming up, bro. It's hella coming up. And Pokemon is fucking blowing the fuck up for them.
Oh yeah, that resale game ain't no fucking joke. Yeah, I don't know how, but those Pokemon like unwrapping booster packs ended up on my YouTube stream, and then Louis told me that it pops up in his too.
Oh, you know what it is, dude? Remember how we were talking? Well, I don't remember last time I saw you, to be honest. But we were talking, and you said that you came up on the thrift store with some cards.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. It was the algorithm after you started searching cards, and maybe it just mixed it with Pokemon somehow.
No, it was
No,
before
mine,
that.
yeah, it was way before that. Mine just started randomly popping up, and I was like, oh, okay, let me watch that real quick. Are you gonna get the holographic you want? I don't know. There's like a certain YouTube channel. I don't know his name, but he has like some really good jingles for his Pokemon.
It's
First
Pikachu.
one, yeah, should I open it or should I keep it sealed? And then he's all like, all right, we're gonna open it, and then he cracks it open.
It's like
And he
a-
starts going through. And then and every time he sees a Pikachu, it's at first it started out with it's Pikachu, and then every time he got a Pikachu, he just started speeding it up. It's like, it's Pikachu, Pikachu. He just started. It's dumb, bro. It's fucking funny though.
the end if it's like if you opened up like a $300 pack and only ended up being like $18 worth of cards in value. It's like,
That
I blame your
sucks.
thumbs.
Yeah, because he has some fucked. He mentions how his thumbs look like Diglets. And then he has like a little voiceover at the end when he gets like a shitty pull. He's like, "Yeah, I blame your thumbs."
That shit's funny.
I think I remember once saying, "I was like, aren't you tired of disappointing your parents?"
Oh yeah, huh? Yu-Gi-Oh is also the shit too. You guys ever
Yeah,
yeah?
I stopped.
Say
Once
it.
like the original characters stopped being like the main protagonist, I kind of like stopped paying attention to it. Cause then they started adding like more features and like like more like styles of playing and different effects and game mechanics, and I was just like, it's too complicated now.
Yeah, that shit got hella complicated, dude. I'm in agreement with you, Louis. The first 2 seasons, maybe 3 seasons, were tight, and then they started riding fucking unicycles in the future and dueling that way, and I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck am I watching?
Like to me, that last season where they showed like the Pharaoh's like backstory and all that stuff when they were like traveling back, I think that's like after that's when I stopped watching. Cause then after that, it just went to like new characters and shit. And it's just like,
Yeah, but the card game is sick, and I mean they also have badass pools. Like I don't know if you guys remember, but when the Yu-Gi-Oh movie came out, when you went to the movie theaters, they gave you like a little card.
yeah.
Like even those cards are money right now, dude. Probably pushing like at least $1,000.
Yep. The promo cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wish I would have had a lot of those cards.
Did you guys know there
Same
was
with the
like?
Pokemon ones.
Did you guys know there was like different like Exodias
Yeah.
and how they, you know how they are? Yeah.
Mhm.
That shit crazy. The one that tripped me out was the one that looks all dead and shit.
Like the black
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's just tight.
Yeah, no, it is crazy that there's also another YouTube channel where they go through like the story of like a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and if you look inside of like the little drawings, a lot of them have like a lot of backstories that like interconnect with each other, and you wouldn't even guess, which is pretty fucking awesome, man. That shit is dope.
Which one was your guys' favorite Yu-Gi-Oh character?
Like in the
Like
show,
the monster.
Monster.
Yu-Gi-Oh
Oh,
monster.
that one's hard.
All right. I guess top 3 or top 5. You could pick that many.
Oh, I can't remember all of them to be honest, bro. It was like the Black Dark Magician. That guy was tight.
Oh yeah. What is it? The Dark Magician. Yeah.
No, but it was like a different variation where he was like all
Mm.
darked out. He
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
purple. He was like legit. Like he had a black suit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I know which one you're talking
I
about.
think it's Magician of Chaos or something.
No, he's not talking about the one that's.
The one they
Because-
had to ritual summon for.
Yeah, but that one's kind of purple. He's saying like
No,
not
it's
the
dark.
one, not the one that's purple.
black.
It's dark.
The original Dark Magician is purple. Then there's like there's a couple of different versions. There's 2. There's that one. I think the Black Luster Soldier.
Okay.
There's they look like Dark Magician, but like one's a warrior and then one's just like a
Yeah.
spellcaster.
Remember when Time Wizard made that fool old?
Yeah,
That was dope.
bro, it's crazy watching like the cartoons and then playing the game, and it's like it's nothing like it. And then you think about it, you're like, bro, they got away with like so much bullshit during the games and in the cartoons. Like that was bullshit, dog.
Yeah, I got frustrated with the video games too.
Yeah,
It wasn't the same.
they're
bro.
they're really. I don't think there's ever really been like a good like Yu-Gi-Oh game. There was like one that I played once, and it just made no sense, bro. Like that and Digimon, and I fucking love Digimon. Like the characters in Digimon are dope, but their video games sucked ass.
Yeah, it's because not everything transfers over to like a video game. Like either the series is cool or like the actual physical game is cool, but when you try to shift it over to like a video game where it's like more role playing, like it doesn't transfer. I mean, because if I'm gonna be playing a Yu-Gi-Oh video game and it's the same as a card game, I'm not even gonna try to play the video game, bro. I'm just gonna stick to playing the card game.
Right.
At least that's just how I see it.
You know what I wish they would have done with the technology that we have nowadays? They actually give us the motherfucking arm decks and actually come out with the holograms.
Well, that's what VR is for, dude. It's coming.
Man, I hope.
Yeah, but it's not the same as having the fucking. Well, it's like you're like, oh, you ready to do it, and then you just put your arm up and just like. Whoa.
And we
And they
just
just
watch
bam.
like little monsters here just fucking
Yeah.
getting down and shit. Like,
See, that's where they fucked up, dude. Maybe they should bring it back and see if we could actually play Yu-Gi-Oh through the VR. I'll be down to give it a shot.
I bet you that fucking arm deck would be like $250, bro. How much do you think that would be?
I would pay for it, dog. If it made me little holographic Dark Magicians and fucking Blue Eyes White Dragon and shit, that'd be dope.
Actually, no. I think it would have been like what, 500?
Yeah.
Like up to the
Nah.
gaming system prices.
Maybe like $100 bucks, 150. I wouldn't pay $200, dude.
Okay.
Because somehow it has to sync up to like from the fucking arm thing to like the glasses, and they have to read your card so they know what fucking monsters to pull up in the video game. Yeah. See, Nintendo hire us, dude. We got your next best video game,
Shit.
or maybe that's Konami. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I think it is Konami. Yeah, it's not Nintendo for sure. I think it is Konami.
Konami.
Konami used to be dope. Fucking sellouts.
Yeah. Damn. Oh man.
It's just they just fucked over the Metal Gear Solid series. That's why I'm mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no fucking zombies in Metal Gear Solid, dog. That's all.
You know what some of the best video games have been? At least that I remember. Well, that I mean that's not a video game, but it could
No,
be
it's real.
entertainment,
It's
I
real.
guess. Wrestling,
Second
bro.
would be-
When
wrestling, yeah.
when Raw versus SmackDown came out, like in 05, 06, dude, that game was tight. But even before that, like back in
Yeah,
the
it was
64,
Like, from like the 64 where you had like the WCW and like WrestleMania 2000
yeah,
till
NWO.
like right after the SmackDown versus Raw. That's when I stopped playing after that. Because then that's when it became like kind of like the NBA 2K. But like
Yeah, it was like the
WWE
2Ks.
I haven't played it since, but I remember those games. SmackDown versus Raw was dope. All the reiterations.
The one Raw and Raw 2 they can only play on Xbox was also sick. You guys ever played that one?
No,
I never had an Xbox.
No, I'm not an Xbox guy.
Then,
Nintendo and Sony are mine.
Actually, I had an Xbox. I just never played it.
played it. That shit can also play like your music too. Like you put the CD
Actually,
there and
I
save the
did
tracks.
have I did have an Xbox for a while, and I think I don't know if my brothers got it or JT got it from the homie Ramiro and his fam.
Okay.
And then we ended up with it. And then I remember because that is one thing I did like was that you could play music. So I played, I don't know, I forgot what video games they had, but I would play like some of those songs. And I was like, oh shit, you can put your own music in here while you're playing.
Yeah.
Well, I never had internet like that, so I remember
it wasn't internet.
I remember
You could put the CD into the Xbox and download the songs.
Well, you could do that with the PS2 also and watch DVDs.
But would you be able to play the game while playing the music?
Oh
'Cause
no,
I don't think we were able to do that with the PS2.
Halo was the shit while that was happening,
Bro, I've never liked Halo.
You never liked Halo? What was wrong with it to you?
I just fucking sucked at it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't
Never
a
got
terrible
to-
game.
No, it was
wasn't-
cool. I liked it. It's just like when it comes to video games, I've never been good at first-person shooters.
But the series that they just came out with, it's kind of ass, dude. Don't
Oh,
watch
yeah.
that Halo series.
Oh yeah, nah, I wouldn't recommend.
And
that.
see, and right now that's the next big thing, bro. Like the superhero movies are done. You've already done all the fucking superheroes that we could think of. They're already bringing back Superman again for like the fucking 5th time.
Well, that's always gonna be like a main thing. Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, they're always gonna be constantly getting like rebooted because those are like the top 3 out of all of them. Like it's not. I don't agree completely, but yeah, the comic book like genre kind of like it went down. Like it passed. Like it had its peak.
Oh yeah.
They're still gonna keep going. They're still gonna keep doing.
Oh, they're gonna
shit.
milk
make
it.
money, but it's not gonna have the same. But I am excited for Fantastic Four though, dog.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna lie. And Doctor Doom.
Yeah, but these upcoming video game movies, bro. That's gonna be
Video game movies?
yeah,
Oh.
game changer.
I heard there's a new Street Fighter one coming out,
Mm-hmm.
and they have I think they put
They have a good cast so far. I think it's Cody Rhodes and
nah,
Roman Reigns. Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
it's Cody and Roman Reigns. They're on the. You know,
Guess their characters real quick.
Roman Reigns. He would probably have to be. Oh damn.
And why are you thinking?
It would have to be either Street Fighter, either he's a big motherfucker. He would probably have to be like Akuma or fucking Blanca, maybe. Probably Blanca because he has like wrestling, so he's just like grab you and throw you down type of shit.
Okay, rumor is that he's gonna be Akuma, so we'll see.
Yep.
Cody Rhodes, who do you think?
Cody Rhodes, Guile. Let me find.
Yeah, that's
I don't see who else he could be. He's.
word in the street. That's what's gonna happen.
And I'm not gonna lie though, Guile has one of my favorite lines. Like after you know how like they have like a little quote after you whip their asses. He has my favorite was like, "Go home and be a family man," and then just like he does his strike pose, like his victory pose afterwards and shit. That's fucked up, bro. Imagine you get your ass whipped by someone. He's like, "Go home and be a family man, dude."
This ain't for you.
This ain't for you.
Damn.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, see, Street Fighter is gonna be tight. They're making a new Mario, and I think they're working on a Link movie. I highly doubt it.
Mario was dope. Super Mario Bros was
Mhm.
sick.
I liked it too.
They did it right. That's what if you're like trying to adapt like a video game into a movie, that's the route you gotta go, bro. I don't, because a lot of those that you try to, I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, we have.
A couple times.
Like the live
But-
action Mario movie that should have never been made.
But I'm excited for that Link one, man. Just because I love Legend of Zelda, it's my favorite, one of my favorite series. But I don't know. There was actually, I think I did just see there was a bit of a controversy because who they said might be playing Zelda was like a
Is
a
that
trans
British
person.
chick, right? Oh, what? A
It's
trans
a
person?
trans person. But I saw the person, like I looked up who the person was. Bro, I think they could pull it off.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Watch, I'll pull it up for you guys.
Well,
right
well, if
now.
they're gonna use the character Sheik, then it makes sense.
Right. Watch, I'll pull it up for you guys, bro. 'cause
Let's watch it.
I
Okay.
saw the person they were. Fuck. See, this is where I get kind of confused. Like, is it actor or is it an actress? You know.
And on that Nintendo tip, you're also doing Metal Gear Solid as a movie would be badass.
Yeah,
Is that the person?
that's the person right here.
I mean,
She looks the part to me, man. Or it looks the part. No.
however they want to.
What are the pronouns for this?
I
I
don't
don't-
know what
I
their,
don't know.
their pronouns are. So I
Just
gotta,
say they, them, there.
They look the part.
They do.
I gotta agree.
Okay.
Oh. I wasn't trying to do all that.
Do you trying to?
Okay, cool. It's not one of those sites.
No. But yeah, dude, they could pull it off.
Yeah, I can see it.
Like one thing I don't like about how people are nowadays with like movies and stuff. They're like, oh, why couldn't they just get like there was one where it's like, oh, it's a person like in a wheelchair. It's like, oh, why couldn't they get like an actor that's in a wheelchair? Maybe there wasn't a good enough actor that happens to be in a wheelchair that can pull this off. Like,
That part.
just
Casting is not easy, guys.
it's not, man. Like it pisses me off. It really grinds my gears, guys.
You, Bruce, what kind of movie would you want to see? Kind of video game movie?
Which one would I would see? Let's see, Donkey Kong.
Yo, I mean, they pulled it off pretty good in Mario. I could see that.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys one that they could probably pull off pretty fucking well. Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
Oh, but that-
100%.
Through Rockstar?
Yeah.
Yo, I mean, they're already billionaires. Might as well open up your own fucking studio and make a movie.
And then just do it like in chronological order, where you start with like Vice City, then it goes into San Andreas, and then it goes into like what is it, Liberty City Stories. Like you put a little bit of all those stories in between, and then you have Grand Theft Auto 3. And I think that's where that timeline ends, right? Because then 4 is like a reboot,
Yeah,
like a
pretty
different
much.
universe. They could pull that off. I think Grand Theft Auto movie. I don't know how you'd be able to contain all that craziness though. Like
But you
Gotta have a
don't.
tank.
It would be like an X-rated movie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean the video game have
very
porn
strong
stars
R,
in it,
you know, like a
Mm.
racist.
Liberty City Stories,
So-
yeah.
So XR.
The Tommy Vercetti casting though, that shit would be crazy.
That would be dope.
Hmm. And then Clint, that fool would be easy because he ain't gotta say shit.
Mm.
Never said a word in Grand Theft Auto 3.
You just need someone that kind of looks like the character, and you're
Yeah.
good. Give him a black jacket and some camo pants, and give him that like fucking whatever you call that shit haircut.
I love it too because it's all like he saves the Don's daughter. In the end, she just keeps blabbing on, and then he finally just shoots her. But you don't even see it; you just
Yeah.
hear it. It's like, oh damn, yeah, enough of that shit.
I think we could all relate though.
Yeah. Which one would you want to see out of all the Grand Theft Auto movies, Vic?
Me? I think Vice City would kill it. Miami? Well, it's supposed to be kind of like Miami, right?
Yeah.
Dude, 100%. You could easily sell that.
Go back to the 80s real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, you could probably even make it like a modern version of it. You could still pull it off. Because, I mean, Miami is Miami, you know?
San Andreas, I think, would be a series.
Whoa. See, now
like a 7-episode one.
now you're breaking further in,
See,
Bruce. I like
I
this.
think Grand Theft Auto would probably be, yeah. If you want to put the whole story, it would have to be a series. It would definitely have to be a series.
That'd be sick.
Rockstar, hire us. We're pushing out content for you guys. Yeah. Hey, well, let's segue real quick to the comments, man. Let's see what's out there in this
What
BIAP
is out
episode.
there?
Shout out everybody on the Instagram, on the YouTube, and dig the vibes.
All right, we have Cali Sober Dad. What's up? With the fire emojis. Shout out to everybody else tuning in. Shout out to Vince. Steel Rojas is up in that bitch too.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to the homie Inquieto, JLD, Clear Sensation, Walt, Amaya, Disdig, Shannon, Channel Don, Young G, Pin Play C, Humble Photography. Dang, y'all got some very creative fucking usernames. Mochaccino the Barber, Eddie, what up, Eddie? Invincible asking best video game of all time. And then the homie Eddie saying, what's up, my brother? Just having dinner and turning into the labs. We got DJ Nombre tuning in too. What's up? But all right, guys, your best video game of all time.
Best video game
Are
of
we
all
talking
time.
about like
Shit.
what do we think is the best or our favorite?
Nah, it sounds more like our favorite, like more like a personal best video game of all time.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
I second that, dude. Definitely best video game of all time.
That's the one where like Nintendo really shook the grounds on it too. It's like, all right, we're not making this for the kids. This is one that's gonna be shaky and controversial. It's gonna be for the adults to play too.
And that's why it's beautiful, because it's a Disney product. No, sorry, not Disney. It's a Nintendo product that it just hits, dude.
Not yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
It's coming. Telling you, invest in Nintendo.
I feel you.
It's
on that.
coming hard. Get your TP ready.
Would you guys want to see a short animated film of that one too?
Hell yes, dude. 100%.
No, it's a long animated film.
I need that.
Like how many episodes of that series would you want?
For Conquer,
Yeah.
probably 2 seasons, 7 episodes apiece.
Alright. And would it be based off the storyline that they put in the video game, or would it be different?
Well, first, how did he get to that place? Because I remember him in Diddy Kong Racing, and he just was like a happy squirrel, dude. So something fucked up happened to that guy.
Yeah. Well, that fool got drunk one day and then he went on an adventure and he ended up being king. Yeah, I mean, this fool literally fought like a shit monster in this hive. That shit was crazy to me. I never really understood why, like, you always had to throw that big old ball, because you have to roll up a ball of shit. And then you have to drop it all the way from the top and let it slide and break into the hole that's all boarded up. Yeah.
Do you understand it now?
I do. That shit's crazy. Or when
what have you understood?
that stinking pile of shit could sing. That's what I learned. And then you get kidnapped by the army, and it's like the fucking D-Day.
I just love the last mission, dude. The last mission is definitely my favorite. It's very cinematic.
Matrix. Yeah, she was sick. And that fool was getting chased down because he was like the perfect size to be like the peg of a fucking table. You guys remember that? That shit was crazy. Yeah, but that movie, but that video game.
Best video game of all time, for sure, dude.
Louis, would you say yeah, or you got another name?
Who do you got, dude? Best video game of all time.
I'm trying to think, man, because I have a couple of different ones that pop up. And those are all the video games that I have pretty much said, because those are the ones I remember, like, when I started playing them. But I would probably have to say Pokemon Crystal, which is the second generation Game Boy. Or
Game Boy?
game. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the one that happens after red, green, and yellow. It's fucking dope, bro. Like, you have a whole new set of Pokemon that you start a whole new region, right, in the game. And then you get your 8 badges. You beat the Elite Four. And then like, oh, now you can travel to the east side, or to the east of the map. All right. And you know what you find? You find the whole fucking map from the first game. And then you gotta go and beat all those gyms from the first game. And they're hella overpowered because, it's the second part and it's like a hidden thing. and then you unlock all like the older Pokemon, and then you gotta find all. Dude, it's fucking dope.
Damn, all right. Yeah, I never played that one.
Yeah, it sounds like a hard ass game, dude. I never.
Oh, and then I forgot. You find the protagonist from the first game at the top of a mountain. This one doesn't say shift. Where he just turns around, and now you gotta battle this motherfucker that has this Pokemon almost like level 90, dog. Like, just if you go up there not prepared, that was gonna whoop your ass. And then you gotta go all the way back and start from the mountain again.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it was cool.
What you thought about Pokemon Stadium?
Pokemon Stadium was cool. I never right.
That was the 64, right?
Yeah, that was on the 64. I like the animation of the Pokemon actually fighting each other, but
that was the introduction.
Story wise, it was just
basic.
Game Boy fucking just destroys it.
Yeah, I get you.
Damn. And then I think that one, and probably, and then for me, Metal Gear Solid, one of those two.
Yeah.
But I would give it to Pokemon. And then Metal Gear Solid, I just liked it because that's when all the first-person shooters are coming out. And then this one's like, actually, you don't have any guns. You have to infiltrate. You have to sneak around the fucking guards. And you have to procure and grab all your weapons, like, on site. And then it's just a fucking weird-ass storyline, which is awesome. Then you fight a big-ass fucking robot.
Vince, hopefully that answered the question, bro. Let us know what your favorite video game is.
God damn it, you have to fight a helicopter and a fucking tank with grenades.
Damn. In Grand Theft Auto, you could literally have to steal a tank from
Yeah.
a whole coalition.
Okay, my second favorite would be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
San Andreas, yeah.
San Andreas, yep.
Definitely top three.
Big ass.
I would put it up there with those two. Vince is saying Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2 was dope.
Yo, hell yes.
You can't forget Street Fighter. You can't forget Mortal Kombat. Just the fact with all how fucking gory Mortal Kombat was awesome.
Yeah, that was like the default pick right there. If you were to find like arcade machine, pop in like 50 cents, and you pick a game. Or even better yet, it's like the whole original Mortal Kombat arcade station. Yeah.
Dude, those are expensive now. You try to find those like in the swap meet or just anywhere where they sell vintage video games. Yeah. It's gonna run you probably like get $5,000 for a nice little piece.
Yep. And that's crazy too, cause they don't even gotta be like in mint condition for that price. Just as long as it's working and the screen is good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the work isn't that shoddy or shot up, you know. Yeah. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I guess people think about like, man, I used to have that, but then I lost it because either like people move around or like shit gets borrowed and it gets lost down, wherever the case may be.
Life be life, bro.
Yeah, man.
No, San Andreas, that was dope, bro. Because I could relate to that game. Like Vice City and Grand Theft Auto 3 were dope, but with San Andreas, like that's the one where I recognized a lot of that music. Like, okay,
yeah.
Like you would go to different chase stations and like you'd hear like Ice Cube. I'm like, oh, okay, I've heard this song. Same with like the classic rock one, all the different grunge and shit, and then just the hood.
Bro, I picked up on a lot of good songs from fucking San Andreas.
Yeah.
Love San Andreas. Then you could go dance and shit in a nightclub with some chicks. It's dope.
Dude, Grand Theft Auto and FIFA, I think, have some of the best fucking soundtracks ever, dog.
I heard that from FIFA.
Dude, I've learned so many different artists from FIFA.
And I hear they're doing it like in the NBA 2K. Like they started doing something similar.
They're with EA Sports. They changed it over from FIFA to FC, name-wise. I don't really know what they're doing. I think I have FC 24. It was all right. It was cool. But it's just, I don't know. It just feel like they have to work on it. But it's kind of hard to upgrade it, dude, because, I mean, you're on a field playing. Like, making that, the thing of it doesn't really change. You're trying to score a goal, And I just don't like video games now because it's all, like, super online shit. I don't like online. I like playing at home.
Okay.
I like playing with myself.
Against the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is news to me, dude. I had no idea FIFA doesn't exist no more. Now it's called FC.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, now I don't want to play no more.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel the same. Doesn't feel the same. But like I like playing career mode, but a lot of it is like, the little cards and shit. Even online, bro, it's all fucking cards. They're trying to get you used to fucking using cards and shit so they could lose the value of like actual currency and shit.
Crazy
Started
shit.
with the credit and debit card. Think about it, bro.
Digital currency. Yeah, but so far it's been a badass BIAP episode.
Oh yeah, we just dove in.
I feel like, yeah, we started like hella shaky, and then you started passing around the bowl, and then it just like started flowing.
Yeah, man. And then move on to like video games and movies. Like talking about like series, fucking Squid. I was just watching like a little YouTube docu series of like the Brothers Room.
I don't know what that is.
Like it was like a facility back in South Korea in the 80s, and this is like under the dictatorship, right before the government changed, where it's like a facility where they would do like the games you would see like in Squid Game, except it wasn't really a competition. They're really holding people like captive
and hostage. I saw this. Yeah.
I saw
Crazy.
that, and I saw that it was fake.
Oh yeah. Oh, it might be with AI. You kind of don't know.
I don't know anymore, man.
They have the person that they have survivors there. One of them wrote a book, and his sister helped out write the book.
Oh damn.
She was part of it too. She was part of the victims.
Shit. I hope the internet didn't go out. Maybe the screen.
Was the okay, yeah. And then they had like video interviews too as well of people, the kids that did survive. Now they grow older, and they're right there like saying that they're sharing their experiences, and they're still surprised that they're alive. Which basically in this case it was pretty fucked up, because it was since it was the government doing it, and it was under the dictatorship's fucking order to clean up South Korea, like with the Olympics coming up around that time. They wanted to clean up everything from what they would consider undesirables. So they would go ahead and put a new definition under vagrants, which basically anybody that they could keep that wouldn't be missed would put them in those facilities, and then a bunch of fucked up shit would happen. Yeah, man.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's like if you go to the cops, you're reporting that your child's missing, and it was them that took it, and placed them over there in that compound.
In South Korea, you said?
It was South Korea in the 80s.
Shit.
Yeah, I need to check out that book from one of the survivors. Yeah, shit crazy.
I bet you they wrote it with Squid Ink.
No, was it?
I don't know.
It would make it more valuable, that's for sure.
There you go.
Yeah. Have you guys been getting like? I feel like I've seen like 2 or 3 different shows, and I've seen the whole series just based off of YouTube Shorts.
Yeah. It's hard because like once you search something, it gets put in your algorithm and shit.
Mine just gave me a couple like random shows, and then like I just saw one clip, and then they just started putting like a bunch of different clips from that show, and now I feel like I've seen the whole show already through clips.
Right.
I don't know, man. It don't feel right.
Stop selling the information.
But you guys don't like teasers?
No.
Like in the movies and stuff?
Yeah, like
Like,
you see clips that would be considered teasers.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why you used to stay for after the credits, like when you pulled up to the movie, because you wanted to see what was the snippet. So
For sure, Marvel was about that.
So yeah, I do like it, but when it has to be done well, like, because sometimes it's like it's not even worth the wait for that clip.
Yeah, you're right.
See, I hate that they do that with shows now, where like they'll give you the whole season, and you gotta wait like maybe 2 more years for the next season to pop out. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, like in series, the last series I was watching that I actually liked that is coming out with a new series was Landman, but I haven't seen any teasers. The only teasers that I've seen right now are from A King of the Hill, because they're coming out with like a new grown-up season.
Yeah.
But
I'm excited for King of the
yeah,
Hill.
that one's gonna be dope.
Yeah, you guys already heard the backstory behind that?
No.
Like the plot? Like
No.
what's the story?
Is Bobby broke or something?
Hank comes back from Saudi Arabia, from like apparently doing propane deals out there or some shit like that. So he comes back to Texas.
Damn.
Yeah, and so that's her. That's where like where Bobby and Connie are living in the house, I guess. You know.
Mhm.
So that's where the plot's gonna go.
Yo, that fool made it big, huh? Just straight selling propane and performing accessories out in Saudi Arabia.
That's what I'm saying too.
Shit.
Bobby was onto something, huh? He wasn't exaggerating.
Damn. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Do we know when that's coming out?
I believe in August.
Can't wait. Can't wait. It's gonna be tight.
There's gonna be no Luann, no Lucky, no John Redcorn.
That's crazy.
Did you guys hear? Yeah, did you guys hear that passed away?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sad news.
It was funny because they released like the intro, like you know, like the alley animation, and fucking you just see like Bill, like when Hank takes off, Bill is just right there, and then he just takes off crying and shit, and he never comes back to the alley. I was like, what? So that shit threw me off, and then you just see Dale right there with the new neighbor. Yeah, you would think Dale would know about Joseph.
You do? Okay, so
I'm hoping.
So I've been seeing different theories about it, and one of the theories is that he probably doesn't, just straight up, he doesn't know, or he doesn't believe it to happen, or he does know, but his way of getting back to John Redcorn is to block him from having that relationship with his son, which is Joseph. So like, you know, John Redcorn is fucking Dell's wife, but he's trying to connect with Joseph because that's like his biological son. But Joseph just sees him as some random fucking guy, not as his dad. And I like that theory. So
I think so too.
I think he looks like that type of guy that'll just be hella. I mean, he is hella petty, and then just play like the long game like that.
Pocket tan.
Yeah. You don't know who I am, but I know where you live. Damn it, Dale.
When he releases the ants in the Hank's yard,
And they just fuck him up. Yeah, and they just fuck up his grass.
You don't understand. I don't know what I'm capable of. Oh, my favorite one is when he's like in the high tower or whatever, and it's like a standoff with the cops. He's like, if someone's gonna take me out, I want Bobby Hill to do it because he'll put me down clean. Bobby just goes up to the rifle. Okay, that boy didn't hesitate. He was ready. He was just had to shine.
Oh man, gotta
That's
love
a big
King of the
Hank
Hill.
crowd. You think that's Bill's kid? Nah,
He looks too much like Cotton.
that's true.
He looks just like his fucking granddad, dude.
He looks like his uncle. No, yeah. GH, good Hank.
Yeah.
Nah, he kind of does look like Cotton. It's fucking granddad with no legs.
With no shins.
I saw a meme where it's all like when Peggy fell off the airplane, and then she quit rehab and Cotton was just training her, so he was making her crawl and shit. He was just talking shit, and then there was a meme out there saying like if there was any man to train you for physical therapy, it would be the man that was able to walk without no shins.
I remember seeing that, man. Yeah. She had like a full body cast, huh?
Yep.
And then I do remember seeing that. We're just talking shit to her.
Yeah. That's crazy. She survived. They didn't kill her. They didn't kill her character off.
No.
Yeah.
She is fucking annoying sometimes, though, dude.
There's like a video or a vlog of explaining why Peggy is like the worst person in King of the Hill, which they'll point out like the narcissism and like how she's always like trying to figure to be right, like the time she kidnapped the Mexican child.
Yeah, that is one part that like used to like annoy me so much, was when she would just be talking stupid Spanish.
I was gonna say the Spanish was pretty annoying, dude. She's like a kind of like a smuggy character a bit.
Or when she gets Luann fired from her job. You guys remember that scene?
I think I do remember that.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, where they're having dinner, and then her manager was yelling at her because she didn't place the forks or the spoons or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Peggy comes and like, you don't get to talk to her like that. She's not even gonna come back to work tomorrow. I was like, wait, hold up. I was just gonna write her up. I wasn't gonna fire her. It's like, nah, it's too late. And then it was like, wait, what? Yeah. Shit crazy.
Trying to stick up for her and shit.
More like she sticks up for herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Peggy.
Man. King of the Hill, man.
We need
gonna be
more.
dope.
We need
It's
more
gonna be dope.
Boomhauer episodes though.
Have you seen that clip with Hank talks like Boomhauer and Boomhauer just talks all
I
clean?
have seen that episode.
Yeah.
Shit is funny.
Yeah, when they're talking about like the fire station catching on fire, and they're all explaining like how it caught on fire. Yeah.
It's,
Remember when,
it's so weird, dude. That
Shit.
episode is so weird.
It's funny though.
It is hella funny.
and he was doing exactly the complete opposite what the fuck he said he was doing.
Yeah.
Remember when Megalomart fucking blew up?
Who?
Megalomart?
I don't.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember when Hank lost his job?
Yes.
Yeah, and it was due because that big ass store that came in, they sold propane. Yeah, and there was like an episode where it's like that fool was doing something, like I don't know, I guess a protest, and then Buckley fucking was dragging tanks and shit, so that shit got loose, and all the gas basically exploded. And Hank was in the building, Luann was in the building, and Buckley was in the building.
Oh yeah, and Bucky dies, right?
Yeah, Buckley died. Fucking Khan losing his mind over it. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, when the fuck did Khan ever spend time with this fool? Yeah. But yeah, man, that
They
shit
had,
explodes.
they had a dude just playing the same trumpet riff the whole time.
Yep. The whole fucking series. Whole fucking series.
Every time I try to play another song, it ends up into Feel So Good.
He did say that.
Watch, she starts playing, it just turns into that song. Damn it.
He's actually going to therapy for that shit.
Oh man, gotta love it.
That's when Luann lost her hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, and then she started being all serious and shit. When really she was just grieving.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she saw Buckley's ghost at one point with the trampoline. She learned to let go. That shit, that series is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, man. Can't wait for August.
Yeah, man, this summer's gonna be awesome. And just as soon as it hits August, right before the kids go back to school, that's gonna be prime.
And then when the kids go back to school and it's all quiet,
Even better.
Right.
you know,
Except for the traffic, I guess.
Hell yeah.
whoa. Yeah, but the traffic like during school time is pretty easy to avoid. You just gotta know like what times, and then like what's close to you and shit. And you can avoid it. You just go around it and shit.
If you know, you know.
But then there's also those people who are gonna do the same thing that you're doing, and then just gonna cause more traffic. But before what I wanted to say before the fucking bullet hit me, you guys were talking about how like they were talking about Luann and the whole grieving process and shit.
Yeah.
I think one of the shows that has done that, like not that, but like has done a pretty good job at like pulling at your heartstrings is Futurama. And there's 2 episodes. The one where
That's tough.
with Fry's dog is waiting for him outside the building. I don't know if you've seen it. You've seen it, Bruce?
Yeah, it's like one of the first seasons, right, where the dog and he ends up figuring out that Fry goes to the future because he never returns.
Yeah. And
That one's a little sad.
And then the other one where he's angry at his brother the whole time. He thinks he took his his name, but it was really his nephew and shit. He's like, oh, he named me after, like he named his son after me.
He grave robbed his nephew.
Because he thought
Oh man.
Bender being Mexican.
Yeah. And then basically it's just Fry. He was like the savior of the universe at one point, but it had to be done in the future. So like they basically took his life away from the past.
Yeah.
Like, to live in the future. That shit wild. Then Leela's a mutant. She ain't even an alien. Yeah. That was a good twist to the series.
Yeah, that whole entire show was cool. I haven't seen that reboot or how it's doing, but the original episodes
They've
they
rebooted
were
it a
dope.
couple times, don't know?
Yeah, this one and this time around, fucking Bender goes back to his hometown or back to his home pueblo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he meets the other Rodriguez's.
Dude, what?
He does. He meets his other relatives. Because they tell him like he left like when he was very young, like straight off the production line, and they shipped him off. But yeah, but the rest of his relatives stayed right there back in his hometown.
What? Yeah, because he's from TJ. So
Yeah.
I haven't seen that episode. Okay. Sounds fun.
I know.
Yeah, he's definitely my favorite character, bro, from Futurama. Fry's hilarious, but Bender's just a dope-ass character.
The video game for that one too wasn't that bad. It was pretty good.
Can't really hear dude on the left or middle at all.
Left or the middle at all.
I think that's probably you,
That's
Bruce.
you
Oh, okay, maybe.
and me. My bad.
Sick. Well, yeah, I guess that's a good way to end the show.
You think they mute us at one point? Cause we
I think so,
like,
dude.
Certain topics or like words we say. That's what's been going on.
It's been going on a lot of the BIAP episodes, dude. It kind of sucks that they're trying to censor us in a way, you know? But we were warned with this agenda, so.
Yeah, you can catch it on YouTube though.
Yep, catch it on YouTube.
Yeah, we're all unfiltered.
I stand behind Pokemon being one of the video games of all time.
The man stands behind that.
Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in to this BIAP episode. Shout out to the Instagram, to the YouTube, later on to the Spotify, Apple Podcast. It was great.
Any last words, Louis? Any last messages, actually?
Well, hopefully you were able to hear most of the episode with both Bruce and Louis also doing a lot of the chatting. We're actually going to go back and watch it right after we finish it.
Yeah. Go home and be a family man.
I love that, dude. I'm going to start using that shit. Go home, be a family guy.
That's a good one.
Shit.
Yeah, and well, we appreciate everyone that tapped in for tonight. And also, if you're hearing this now at a different time, we appreciate you tuning in. You can catch us around next time. Yo, thank you for sipping with us, thank you for talking up with us, thank you for kicking it.
Peace.